morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday.
Beautiful.
August
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful to you?
It is beautiful.
Are you kidding me?
Look out the window. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the spacious window over there.
There's a lake. We're looking over the lake. We're
looking over the beach where there are young men and women just frolicking and children having a good time.
It's still 98 degrees
Building
outside.
sand castles over there.
This morning, what time is it in the morning?
This is 9 a.m. right
9 a.m. It's still hot, but not as hot as it's going to be.
It's, apparently today is supposed to get to a pleasant 99 degrees. At least in some parts of our viewing.
On Thursday at lunch, I was at home, and I have a thermometer. It's got the real feel on it. It was 127.9 outside the real feel at 2 o'clock. So
outside the what?
At the real feel temperature. So
what's that mean?
It takes into account the heat and the humidity and the sun and all the nastiness that's there.
We're going to talk a little bit about the sun and nastiness and all these kinds of things here just a little bit.
I don't know that I've ever seen 128, so that's rough.
It's hot. It's hot all over, folks. But I hope you are able to get whatever you need to get done today. Get TiVo this show, and then you can watch it a little bit later in the cool and quality of your own home.
Yeah, a couple hours work in the morning and then take the afternoon off.
There you go. That makes a ton of sense. However, I do have some things that are still going on today. It's going to be fun.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You asked me if I'm going to it. No. No, I'm not.
You'll like the first thing. Here on Friday, August 25th, we had Garrett Burris on the show here just a couple of weeks ago. I think I ran the show again this week. It is the Summer Sundown Music Festival starts today, runs through Sunday. Actually, and those are some of the bands that are coming. Actually, Lucas, and this is kind of interesting. They were supposed to have their primer. They have the Thursday night get ready shows, and this was basically a Beeson Fest renewal. Okay. They had all the Beeson Fest people coming. They moved it to the big liquor store. A1 Liquors was where the Thursday night show was, which has a great big
parking lot.
No, great big back room.
Oh, so that was inside then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they moved to Thursday night.
Slightly more pleasant that way, I'd say.
Air conditioned.
Yeah.
Very nice. Heated, air conditioned on Thursday night. However, again, here on Friday night, no. It's
we're back outside.
Back outside at the Lake Sarah down there at the lake. Mike and the Moon Pies are the big show. They're playing on Saturday. So and actually it should be pretty pleasant on Saturday for most of these groups, and that is really the only one I could find on Friday. Everything else pretty much has been. There might be a couple live bands playing in Effingham on Friday night, but that's it.
Yeah, I understand.
Dakota Danielle's playing. I did see that at Village Wine. I think she's
inside.
I'm pretty sure she's inside. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing tonight here in just a couple of minutes.
Going to a football game?
Yes, I am.
There you go.
Yes, a late game. On Saturday, August 26th, what's going on Saturday? God bless them. I tell you what, I love Howard Tanner and Beverly Tanner. They do a wonderful job. They run the Ruritans in Jeff, and they run the Jeff Frontier Days. It's basically the Ruritans. The Ruritans run the Jeff Frontier Days. We usually used to have a poster. They haven't done that for a little while. They don't. God bless them. They're about 75, 80 years old. They don't have much of an internet presence. Here's how I know the thing is going on.
Oh, okay. Right in the paper.
Right in the paper.
Yeah.
And this is all going on Saturday. It's usually used to be a 2-day event, but now it is a Saturday only event at the park there in Jeff. They're going to have a car and truck show, as well as, of course, the exciting frog and turtle races, the diaper derby, the antique tractor show, the ham and beans feed at the Ruritan building. That's going to be air conditioned. Actually, it's supposed to be cooler on Saturday, right?
Cooler than it's been, yes.
Entertainment with Gaylord Taylor, Terry Smith, and Mark Withrow on Saturday night. That is going to be a hoot, folks. So there you go. You can go to the Jeff Frontier Days on Saturday. Now, that is right there. That is modern marketing.
Yeah. Right, front page of the paper.
Front page.
Hey, they got the prime spot, front page, top right corner.
That's exactly right. They got the front spot. Also on Saturday, and I'm going to this one. This is the one I am going to. On Front Street in downtown Xenia.
Okay.
They are having the Xenia Fire Department fish fry held on Saturday. Lunch is going to be served starting at 11 a.m. They've canceled the mud drag for some reason, which was set for 11 o'clock.
Probably couldn't get any mud.
Well, you think you couldn't you man make a little bit of mud there? I don't know. There is going to be a silent auction as well. Bouncy houses, water slides at 2 p.m., car show at 3, cakewalk at 5. I'm guessing that's when I'll show up because I'm assisting my lovely bride in bringing the swaggin' wagon around on Saturday, which I hadn't really considered how that affects my viewing pleasure that day. I immediately reconsider this decision.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're really going to be tied up there, Bruce.
I am going to be tied up. This is not going to, I'll move around quickly. 7 o'clock, Double Wide Debris will be playing up at Xenia. That's a good band. Mark Chapman and his boy Keith, they do a great job. They are outstanding.
Been around for a while, haven't they?
Very talented. I think they got like half a dozen albums, and they probably will have albums and such for sale there as well.
Albums.
CDs.
Talk about dating yourself.
Yeah. Well, vinyl's back.
That is true.
Vinyl's back. It's the big deal. There's going to be the Crazy Cone Factory, Crazy Snow Cone Factory, My Fair Lady, and the Thirsty Heifer.
Okay.
I don't know what the Thirsty Heifer is.
Thirsty cow, yes.
I guess so. What else is going on Saturday? The Blueford Rodent Club is going to host their monthly breakfast from 7 to 9. You can eat sausage and biscuits and gravy, as well as scrambled eggs, pancakes, just all kinds of good stuff. Grits. They've got grits.
I like grits.
Yeah, I like grits too. 10th Annual Albion Grade School Back-to-School 5K Dash.
No.
It's set for Saturday morning.
Sorry, was that out loud? That was meant to be an inside thought.
That was an immediate hard no.
Yeah, that probably came from the heart too. They knew it wouldn't survive that.
The
one.
run starts at 8 a.m. You can't go that early?
Oh, I can definitely go that early. That's not the part.
That's not the problem?
That's not the issue.
Late registration until 7:45. Registration price is $25 per person.
Got to pay to run and
$80 per family of 4. You've got 5 in your family.
Yeah, sure do.
You got 6 in your family.
Yep.
Yeah, they could all, you could have them all going together.
I guess I could pay for them to run and I'll watch.
Well, there you go.
That'd be nice.
That'd be real nice. Everybody enjoy that too. To be guaranteed a T-shirt, you needed to get a hold of them a few days ago. Following the 5K run, there's going to be a free fun run for the kids around 9:15, and that's probably when over there at Albion usually they throw powdered paint at each other. It's a lot of fun. Sisters in Christ Interdenominational Ladies Event is on Saturday at the First Christian Church there in Salem from 8 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Going to have registration light breakfast featuring singer, recording artist, and international speaker Donna Linville. And she's going to use humor as she shares life lessons God has taught her. So there you go. Sessions include Ladybug Promise, Impossible Made Possible, and Surely Goodness and Mercy. The registration opens at 8. The event ends at 2:30. Tickets are $20, so give that a shot. Rummage sale. Also in Salem. Actually, this is in Sandoval. My bad. First United Methodist Church in Sandoval from 8 a.m. until noon on the parking lot of the First United Methodist Church. Pricing is donation-based. Diaper giveaway as well on Saturday, and that's at the Grace United Methodist Church. Size 1 to size 7, as well as 2 to 6 pull-ups. Is it pull-ups or pulley-ups?
Pull-ups.
No Y in there.
No, just pull. Just pull-ups up.
Well, they used to have, on here, they used to say pulley-ups, but now they're saying pull-ups, so I just didn't know. It was confusing to me.
Maybe it's a brand or something.
Church address is 116 Schwartz Street in Salem. Finally, the national days, ladies and gentlemen. We always have the good ones.
All right, what we got?
So I've only got a couple today, but they are some of my favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, National Banana Split Day on August 25th. This recognizes the sweet ice cream drink served with a banana, whipped cream, and various toppings. I don't see enough whipped cream on that one.
And what are the berries on the left?
Those are raspberries, aren't they? No, the left?
Yeah, they're like round and smooth.
Those look like crab apples.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know what those are.
Crab apples don't come that many to a bunch, though. That's really confusing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, maybe they've painted something for the picture. Originally served in drugstores and soda fountains and ice cream parlors.
There you go. That looks more like it.
That's a good looking banana split right there. You start with served in a long dish called a boat. You cut the banana lengthwise, place it in the dish, add scoops of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream. That's what that has on it. And then between the slices of banana, each scoop gets a topping. Add crushed pineapple to the strawberry, drizzled chocolate syrup over the vanilla, and add strawberry topping to the chocolate. They did that one a little awkwardly.
Have you? I don't know that I've ever had just an authentic, official banana split like that. That looks good. But I don't know if I've ever eaten
What
like
year do you think the
it's gotta be
official
old.
banana split was? And this is, and now this, there's often controversy as to when these things are invented. This one is an actual verified in Tassel's Pharmacy, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. A 23-year-old apprentice pharmacist named David Evans Strickler enjoyed inventing sundaes from the store's soda fountain. For 10 cents, I'll give you a hint, he sold his first banana-based triple ice cream sundae. On this date, in what year?
25.
I'll give you another guess since I didn't get. I'll give you 10 years leeway each way.
10 years leeway. 37.
1904.
Wow, that far back.
1904. So yeah, sorry about that. No prize for you. That's a shame.
It's like my salary.
Yep, well, you get that anyway, so that's cool. Whether you go out for the banana split or make one at home, by all means, go ahead and enjoy that. Now, you may not want to enjoy your banana split with the next item, the next national day. It is National Whiskey Sour Day, and I am not a fan.
No, I'm not either.
Traditionally garnished with half an orange and a maraschino cherry, the whiskey sour is a mixed drink containing whiskey, often bourbon, lemon juice, and sugar. Whiskey sours are shaken, then served straight over ice. Too much of anything, Mark Twain says, too much of anything is bad, but too much good whiskey is barely enough. Mark Twain must have been an alcoholic. I don't know. But here's the classic whiskey sour. You got the lemon, the cherry, the lemon juice. That's a lot of lemon juice. And Four Roses bourbon.
Yeah, that was not for me.
Any kind of bourbon.
I'll stick with the bourbon on the bottom and leave the other stuff out.
According to legend, Jack Daniels ran away at an age of 6 and learned to make whiskey from a Lutheran minister. I did not know that. That's
an interesting one.
How long will a bottle of whiskey remain good after you open it? This is a good question. I didn't realize that because I've found.
Kept in room temperature.
I have found bottles kept at room temperature for 40 to 50 years.
I would have thought.
I've never drank them though, but
I would have guessed 40 or 50 years.
5.
Oh, bullcrap.
That's what this says.
I'll drink it.
And unopened. Now, unopened.
But at room temperature shouldn't matter.
How about unopened?
25 years.
100. I guess that air's just bad, but not that bad.
I mean, is the lid on it? It's open, but you seal it back up. I mean, I would go against that 5-year.
I was going to say I've had older than 5-year
Sure.
whiskey.
I have too. That's been open. I mean, like I said, it's got a top on it, it's sealed.
Yeah.
But it's been open before. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. But I still like sour. I'm not a big fan
Not with my whiskeys for sure. Maybe with my vodkas, but not with whiskeys.
What do you want to say on TV, ladies and gentlemen, here on this Friday night? High school football, they're going to play. They're playing tonight.
Be late, but
8 o'clock. It is the Centralia Orphans at the Salem Wildcats here.
So they moved theirs back too.
Yeah, I think everybody has.
Moved it back an hour or two, whatever.
Yeah, it's going at 8 instead of 7. Flora's got to go to Dupo. That's a 2-hour drive to start with, and they're playing at 8. So they're going
to be a late night.
They're going to be getting back late. Same thing, Fairfield. They are starting at 8 o'clock.
Yep, against Freeburg.
Major League Baseball. The Cardinals are at Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Miles Michaelis versus Christopher Sanchez. Bally, channel 630 at 6:05. Also at 6:05, the Cubs are in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Kyle Hendricks versus Mitch Keller. That's on Marquee, 597. The White Sox. Boy, the White Sox are a mess.
Yeah, they're a disaster.
Oakland A's at Chicago. Zach Neal versus Dylan Cease. I'm shocked he's still on the team.
And that's a Cardinals fan saying that they're a disaster.
How bad could it be?
Exactly.
NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. And finally, MLB Network. It's Atlanta at San Francisco. Spencer Strider versus Logan Webb. That's Lucas Vaughan. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I forgot to switch cameras.
Yeah, go to that one.
Yeah, let's go to that one. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Lucas Vaughan is here. This is our weekly Take the Points look at sports. Thanks so much. Missed you last week. I was in Denver.
Yeah, and I couldn't have made it last week. And then next week I'll be gone too.
And the week after you're going to have difficulty.
What's week?
Actually, next week's on. We're going to shoot on Wednesday.
I'm gone Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, all right.
Next week.
Is the Louisville trip?
That's Decatur. It's the Farm Progress Show up in Decatur. So,
well, that's cool. But Lucas is here. It's football season, Lucas. It's starting tonight. The
doesn't feel like it outside, but it is. It is football season.
You played football a little bit. Did you play? You played like in grade school? Did you play? You didn't play in high school, right?
No, I didn't play any high school. I did the practices before my freshman year to find out whether it was something I was going to like.
Yeah,
and
if you don't like it, you don't want to.
And it just didn't. It was something that it just wasn't for me.
Did you watch football when you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you go to games?
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. this feels like football season to me. When you walk out and you're basically getting hit in the head with a baseball bat by humidity. That is football season.
It shouldn't be.
That's how I practiced.
That's your practices. Yeah,
that's how I practiced. That's how we played. And God bless the kids today. I'm not about to say that back in my day stuff. I'm not saying the back in my day stuff.
Sounds like you're saying the back
I am
in my
not
day.
saying the back in my day stuff. But it just feels like football season.
Yeah.
And so it's high school football season. We'll be in Salem tonight as the Centralia Orphans come in. Here's what we're going to look at here for a little bit. Here's what the Salem's conference looked like last year. Salem went 2-7, but they were fifth in the conference. They beat Freeburg to get above them in conference play overall. Freeburg plays Fairfield tonight. Salem plays Centralia tonight. And Centralia is from the South 7, and they were about 4-5 last year, if I remember correctly. And here's the Black Diamond. Fairfield 6-3. Flora made the playoffs as well at 5-4. They both had Fairfield won a playoff game, lost their second one, but Flora had a nice playoff game against a really good team. The question for either of these squads, and the question I'm going to ask you is, can Salem get to the championship of the Mississippi division of the Cahokia Conference? They can. Things have to go their way.
That's to say, do they have a lot of returning starters?
They've got quarterback.
So the quarterback's back.
Quarterback's back.
How about the trenches? O-line and D-line. Are they back or are they new?
It's mainly new.
Ooh, that's tough then.
Yeah, it's mainly new. And the thing is, it's really kind of interesting. The entire Black Diamond Conference, as we saw here, there's only one team really with a lot coming back, and that's the 7-2 Cesar-Valier Red Devils. They've got a lot coming back, and they've got a couple of really good coaches.
Can you go back to that?
Sure.
Vienna, obviously they canceled their season, right?
Vienna has canceled. This is last year's.
Yeah, right. But Albion's in. They've got enough.
Albion is playing at this time.
All right.
Albion, I know that they're having numbers issues, but they are continuing to play.
Okay.
Here's where the teams are going on Friday night. I believe they're mainly all these are Friday night. Or this was before Flora got moved to having to play. That Flora Dupo game is in about 2 months. So yeah, this is before Fairfield has Freeburg coming in. And Albion at El Dorado, Carmi at Flora. That's going to be probably the best game of the weekend, is the Carmi at Flora game. And although Hamilton County playing Cesar-Valier, that opening the season like that's really a nice barometer to see how far along the Hamilton County Foxes have come.
And to see if Cesar's for real.
And to see if Cesar is for real. The thing that has been kind of dictating terms all week long, I talked about the heat. This has been kind of dictating terms, is the wet bulb globe thermometer.
WBGT.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. That's what that is. And this is used to measure sun and heat intensity. It's a heat stress tracker, is what it's called there, and it measures, I believe, and factors in humidity, as well as the sunshine, as well as the temperature.
Probably the wind, maybe. I don't know how it works.
Why it's called the wet bulb globe temperature. The globe is for the solar factor. I guess that's how you get. I don't know how it works, but there are values that if this reaches higher than, you can't practice. And since if you're thinking, folks, wondering how come the teams aren't playing, or not, like baseball's been called off. It's baseball. You can play baseball. It's not the most strenuous of sports.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, strings on the
Right.
pitcher. But there are limitations. Here are the activities and limitations that you have, and what they've been finding over the last week or so: no outdoor workouts, delay practice competition until a cooler WBGT is reached. Teams have been having a practice after dark. For instance, we were supposed to do a baseball game on Wednesday night in T-Town. They weren't cleared to practice until like 6:45. The baseball game was set for 7 o'clock the next night, and they just didn't want to. They didn't know what time they would be able to play. If you get over 87, you can't wear equipment, so that kind of makes football out of the question. From 84 to 87, you can play with protective equipment, but these are what the athletic trainers are dealing with, the rules that they're dealing with to try to make sure, and it's got good reasons behind it. This is basically to make sure that your kids are healthy. And I was talking to somebody about it the other day. Actually, talking to Weeze about it. Is there a difference between the kids today and the kids back in my day? And actually, there is. I'm going to get in trouble for saying it. The kids today are not used to being outside in the heat. As much. And so their bodies, not being used to that, have a little bit less tolerance for the heat. So I said, now, come on, seriously, back that up with numbers. Do the numbers back that up? And oh, yes.
Probably do.
The numbers do back that up. There are many more heat illnesses and heat problems today than there were.
You hear about them
30 or 40
way
years
more
ago.
often, whether you're hearing about them because it's easier to hear about them, or if there are more of them.
Yep.
So
my point is, we're playing football. We're playing football tonight in Salem only when the temperature gets down and safe, and that's cool. And so if you're thinking, man, back in my day we played, don't think of it that way. We're doing it to keep the kids safe.
I agree with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think it's a smart decision.
That's why they air condition the gymnasiums now too.
Yeah.
Because Thursday night, I was in Salem. We played volleyball at 6 o'clock.
Felt good, didn't it?
Felt great. Had volleyball game on Monday in Fairfield. It was hotter than blazes outside. It was nice inside the gym.
Yeah, my basketball career was always summertime practices and hot gyms with doors open and fans.
Hot gyms, and it was really loud with the fans running. That's exactly right. So I figured I'd let y'all know about that. We're going to come back and talk about college football. College schedules, they don't mess with.
Nah. There's a lot of money involved there.
A lot of money involved. We'll be right back after these words. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're going to write that in?
I was just going to find out what it was while you're talking.
Like I said, I don't think I've got a pen handy other than this pen. Welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's college football season. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's here.
so very quickly, before we hit the games this weekend, let's talk about, here are the championship odds. You can start making, you can make your bets now with these odds before these games start playing and the odds start changing. Anybody above 100 to 1 that you would consider betting on. TCU made the Final Four last year. They're 130 to 1.
Yeah, but
Anybody above 20 to 1 you would consider for the championship. There are 7 teams in there that are above 20, that are more expensive than 20 to 1. Would you put Florida State up there or Clemson into the top better than 20 to 1?
I was going through the list there.
This doesn't have Illinois.
Clemson would be the closest just because they don't play in the most difficult conference that there is.
They have the
easiest.
Florida State have
Right.
the cleanest road to
Yeah.
the Final Four.
Right. They got
And
the
this is
easiest
still the Final
way
Four
of getting
this
there.
year, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in the Final Four this season. It'll be 12 next year, right?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, this is still kind of not as wide open as it's going to get.
And I never trust anything out on the West Coast, so no Washington out there.
Utah. I'm surprised Washington is 40 while Utah's twice while Washington
Yeah.
is. That kind of surprised me.
USC being at 14,
Then you get into, by the way, I know we're missing it here because this is from Bet Rivers, which is an Illinois Illinois one, so you can't have Illinois. I'm certain that
or Northwestern.
University of Illinois or Northwestern. University of Illinois would have been on this first page.
Yeah,
somewhere.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Northwestern probably wouldn't have been here either. This is page 2. This would be, let's see, the first one was about 30 teams. This is probably the next 30.
UCLA, wow.
Iowa, Illinois would probably be about 250 to 1 like Iowa, I'm guessing, or Minnesota. Cincinnati has been they've been in the Final Four. Kansas was 6-0 last year. Then we're getting into teams that have absolutely no chance.
Deion Sanders is there. 30 to 1, 300 to 1.
Colorado's 300 to 1.
There you go.
They ought to be, by all rights, here on the last page.
Get a little name recognition there.
Yeah, they ought to be back here. I love this 10,000 to 1 for some of these teams.
That you need another zero there.
I'm just surprised Air Force and Army are both on that at 10,000 to 1. I would think, and Navy for that matter, which leads us to this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. It is the first week of college football. Oh, I love it. I love it so dearly. The only game, but the bad deal is the only game that we don't have here on Wabash is the only game with the highest ranked team.
Pac-12?
No Pac-12 network. That's why do you think the Pac-12 blew up? Is because you have USC versus San Jose State on the Pac-12 network, while ESPN is going to play UMass versus New Mexico State.
Really got the headliner there, didn't
they? They got the headliner, that's for sure. But yeah, it's the fun game, the one to watch. Which one are you looking forward to? All of them or any of them?
I mean, just for football being back in general. Yeah.
Any in particular you want to watch?
It would be the USC game just to see what Caleb Williams looks like and see if USC, if their defense is something, because they're going to score. That's going to happen. But is their defense going to stop anybody? So that'd be the only one that I'd be interested in. When we watch, I'll watch Notre Dame.
Let's talk about these particular games, and then we'll come back in a second and talk about the conferences more at length. But here are the numbers for the games this weekend. Again, I took these off of Bet Rivers this afternoon. Navy plus, Notre Dame favored by 21.5. UTEP, Jacksonville State, that's very close. That opened up Jacksonville State. I believe, Jacksonville State was +4. That has come down.
I think I read this. Jacksonville State's first Division I football game, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. New Mexico State opened up -12.
Dang it.
UMass has brought it down to 6.5. Ohio has moved quite a bit. That's the interesting thing. These week 0 games,
A little Mac Bobcat action.
these week 0 games, folks, are moving really with no particular reason or cause. You know what I'm saying, Lucas?
Maybe they are correcting missed numbers.
Possibly.
Limited information.
Weather issues, possibly. Here are the other 3. Hawaii Vandy, I believe that has moved down from Vandy at 20, now at 17, which I really personally don't understand too much of that. There's that San Jose State USC game you were talking about.
66 points.
And the Florida International La Tech. I thought FIU would be closer than 11 points. If we were doing Super Dogs, which, ladies and gentlemen, we are not doing Super Dogs this week.
I think there's only one in there. The Fitz, well, I mean, you're not going to take the 30-pointers.
I'd take I take
Hawaii, FIU.
I would probably take FIU to cover and win.
UMass.
Yeah, well, you could take UMass.
I guess I could take Navy.
You could take Navy. You could
I
take
would.
UMass.
UMass would have to be the bet for the day.
All right. So the boys, each year we have a little betting contest. How did we do last year? We were pretty good in college, weren't we?
Yeah. Did he do those numbers? Tally those numbers?
We did tally those numbers up, but
at one time we had them on there. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get last year popped up real quick.
While he's looking at last year's,
all right, I got it.
We were a lot better in college than pros, as I recall.
Yeah, we were. Weeze went 18-15. Lost a couple units. Bruce went 18-16. So right there with him.
Yeah.
Jamie was 17-17, and I was 18-16.
So we made money.
Yeah.
We made money. See, that would be 72, 30.
So we were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games over 500. Is what we
we right at making money.
Yeah.
And we had how did our Super Dogs do?
Well, we didn't tally this. I know I won the Super Dog, but I don't know the overall tally on it.
All right, let's tell what we're doing this week. Let's give the games we're all picking. We have all picked for this week. Tell us what the other boys have going.
Well, we got limited, so we were doing a lot of betting with and against each other, which is always great for the show.
Well, there's only 7 games.
Exactly.
There's only 7 games to pick from.
All right, so Weeze and James. So we'll go with Weeze first. He's taking UMass. He has it at +9. As we were talking about, it has come down to 6.5. So it's come down considerably. So Weeze has got a good number there, and then he's got Navy +20.5. So that's a big number to be around that 21. But
he's on the right side.
Yeah, but he's taking the Navy the plus points.
Personally, we'll go ahead and give mine since I'm against him on one of these. We'll talk about that.
Well, here, let me go to Jamie real quick.
Okay,
because Jamie's on Navy also. So Weeze and Jamie both are on Navy plus the 20.5.
Okay.
And then Jamie's back on USC minus the 30.5. So he thinks they can put up a number.
Well, the interesting thing about USC, I heard a statistic this morning, and it was, the number was 37, but you can probably kind of over 30 seems like it would be close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. Over the past 10 years, 11 years, since 2013, 2013, there have been, on week one or opening week games, there have been, I think 21 games where there was a 37-point favorite. In those 21 games, the favorite is 21-0, and I think 21-0 against the spread.
Wow, that's not a number.
Telling.
That's not a number that fits.
Not. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
that's what they said. That's what they said this morning. Personally, I like New Mexico State here -6.5. If forced, I would have taken it at -14. I think New Mexico State at home is just going to drill UMass. UMass has they have a new defensive coordinator, and the new coach last year, and they played a little better toward the end of the year, but New Mexico State is Jerry Kill. Ladies and gentlemen, you bet on Jerry Kill.
He wins everywhere he's been.
He wins wherever he goes.
Except over seizures. You can't beat them.
You can't beat that. What'd you have?
I'm on San Jose State. I'm taking the 30.5 versus USC. I think USC has score, but again, I until they prove they can stop somebody, I just think it's too many points. And then I'm on MAC. I'm on the Ohio Bobcats.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to take Ohio plus the 2.5 versus San Diego State.
I thought about taking the Ohio 2.5. I just thought it was too high, so I'm taking I'm taking the under.
Yeah, under in the Ohio San Diego
State. Under on the Ohio San Diego State. I think that those two teams will just play a little bit slower. That's the other thing to pay attention to, ladies and gentlemen. Rule changes in college football this season that will affect the over-under scoring quite a bit. You're looking at a possession or two fewer per game.
Why? Well, I missed what it was.
You didn't hear this one?
I don't guess.
They're not stopping the clock on the first downs.
Not at all, huh?
Not at all till the last 2 minutes of the half.
That does make a difference. That makes a big difference.
Whereas, while the Big Ten had kind of already implemented this, the Big Ten told their officials over the last several years, you get that clock going as quick as you can. Big Ten officials averaged 3 seconds or so between with the clock stoppages. There are some conferences that were 10 to 12.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like out west, and it's going to be a big deal when it comes to over-unders this year. You're losing possessions.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll factor that in there, but
they didn't. But you were talking about the changes and alterations made. They didn't factor it in initially. So it took a little bit of a. That's why the numbers have changed.
So what you're saying
all
is
the sharps took the unders early.
Yeah.
And then the books dove it down.
You know what you're saying is everything points one direction. We should go the other direction. Overs all week long.
Over it sounds like it's overtime. And I've already got an under. I've already bet the $10 on that. I've already got the show money on it. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit more college football right after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It is Lucas Vaughan here for Take the Points edition, and we're going to real quickly wrap up college football here because I wanted Lucas's opinions on some of these conferences. Let's talk about now. Again, these are from Illinois, so we're not able to get the Illinois numbers in here. Here's the Big Ten conference winner. Ohio State and Michigan both plus money. I got to tell you, in Penn State 5-1. It looks like all the books think that Ohio State. It's going to be Ohio State, Michigan, and if you think you have the winner of that game coming up in late November, you bet it now for plus 150 as opposed to at the time when it's going to be plus 110.
If you think it's going to be one of those two teams, period, you could lay money on it right now. I mean, you're guaranteed to make money on.
You're guaranteed.
Yeah, if you think it's going to be those two teams, I mean.
Well, yeah, if it's those two teams, you could put $10 on each of them. It's going to pay $25,
right?
And or $25 or $26.50, and so yeah, you're $5 ahead. There you are. Then again, what if Wisconsin or Iowa or Illinois? God bless them.
That'd be great if it was Illinois.
That would be really cool.
I'd have more faith in Illinois than Iowa. I'm not an Iowa believer.
If Illinois was put into these, I believe they'd be about 25. I think they'd be there between Iowa and Minnesota. Yeah. Here's what the SEC, the Big 12 looks like.
Wow. Prohibitive favorite.
I am just astonished that as wild as the Big 12 has gone.
And it is every year.
Every year it's just crazy. As wild as it's gone, the Texas is minus money. That makes no sense to me. I mean, I guess you could bet. Can you bet a Texas no?
Just not Texas.
Yeah, not Texas. Anybody but Texas.
How about not anybody in Texas either? There we go.
Well, now that'd be pretty good because then you'd knock out Baylor, TCU, Texas Tech. How about one of the new boys?
Houston.
Houston, knock out Houston too. So yeah, that's that's an intriguing one. Who intrigues you here? Who would you like as a long shot?
Honestly, Texas Tech. And just saying that, I like Texas Tech. I think they're a good football team.
Let's take a look at the ACC. The SEC. SEC. Georgia's minus money as well.
Not hard to. I mean, that's understandable.
How could Texas be minus 150 and Georgia be only 125?
I don't know. Yeah. Somebody's high on Texas.
Somebody's
for sure.
high on Texas. Well, maybe it's the Arch Manning theory or something like that.
What do you mean, the backup quarterback?
Yeah, the backup quarterback. That's right. I don't know. Alabama probably. What do we think about the Alabama Crimson Tide this year?
They're always going to be good. They just reload every single year. I mean, they can lose everybody, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's a 5-star stud.
They don't have a quarterback.
They don't need one there. They typically don't have a quarterback. Bryce Young was the first quarterback.
I was reading. I haven't bet it. I haven't bet the number, but they're a 10.5 win team or something. 10.5. I saw a good argument that they were going to win just 9 games. I haven't bet it yet.
I was about to say.
I do that at my own peril.
Yeah.
What about the ACC? I mentioned that a second ago.
And like we said earlier, between Clemson and Florida State, if one of those two teams steps themselves away from the rest of the ACC, they could very well be in that Final Four.
Well, and again, you've got the mathematical issues here. Except Clemson and Florida State are not going to be playing. This is similar to the Big Ten. They're in the same side of the conference,
so they don't play each other.
Same division. No, they are playing each other. They're not going to be playing. If you think one of those two teams are going to win,
all right,
bet on that, and then you're looking at a 10-1 on the other side.
Wasn't Louisville terrible last year? Maybe that basketball.
Yeah, Brian Braun. Yeah, new coach. Everybody loves Brian Braun from Purdue.
North Carolina's got that good. Was it the May kid?
Yeah.
They got a quarterback.
Yeah. Carolina and Pittsburgh. That shocks me, surprises me that Pittsburgh's at 15. I figured they'd be higher than that. I thought they'd be more like 10, 8-1, something like. Pittsburgh's a good team.
And they're gritty. They're always gritty every year.
Always gritty. How about Miami at 20-1? What are we thinking? You think that's way too high?
I like North Carolina better than Miami.
Well, they're 14, so yeah, I do too. Actually, I think Miami is just going to have difficulties this year. Virginia picked here at 95-1. I'm surprised they're that high. Virginia has they've got problems down there in Virginia. So there you go, folks. College football underway. Again, here is the screen. Take a picture of it so you're ready to watch everybody you want.
1:30 first Saturday. Game. Starting the year off with Notre Dame.
Starting the year off, Navy at Notre Dame. It's the third time, by the way, Notre Dame's played in Ireland. That game being played at 7:30 Ireland time.
I mean, makes sense, obviously, but
Navy's going to go in there and blow them up. That's what they're going to do. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I picked that game last year where they lost to.
Yes,
I picked it. Northwestern.
No, heck, that's right.
Yeah, I picked that last year.
Good grief. Proud of you there for that one.
Thank you.
That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Maybe it was 2 years ago, whatever it was. 2 years ago,
yeah. That's when Northwestern beat Nebraska over there.
Yeah. There you go, yeah.
Yeah, Northwestern beat Nebraska and then started the Scott Frost era downhill.
Yeah, that was a great era.
We'll be back to baseball here in just a second. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa Know-How.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa Know-How experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Lucas Vaughan is here. Thank you so much.
Maybe you can sign him and be your co-host.
That'd be sweet.
He's got a sprained UCL. He'll come sit next to that you in that chair. That'd be a smart thing to do.
We've got an open chair right there.
Yeah.
We've got an open chair over
Maybe
here.
you should get a hold of Moreno about that trade talk.
Get a hold of Artie.
Yeah. Like,
We're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about our about Shohei Ohtani, the Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout news. Boy, all I can say is, wouldn't it stink to be an Angels fan?
Has it always stunk to be an Angels fan?
Other than 2002.
I mean,
21 years ago was the only time it didn't stink to be an Angel fan.
Tim Salmon there?
I think Troy Glaus was.
Troy Glaus there?
I think, was Salmon on that team that won the World Series? I think he might have been. John Lackey was on that team before he was a Cardinal.
Angels in the outfield? That one? That was when they were still the California Angels.
That's the other thing. They went from California Angels to Anaheim Angels, and then the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
They're a disaster.
It's a disaster. If you haven't heard the news, Shohei Ohtani's elbow is hurt, but he can still hit. So he's going to still hit. He's done pitching for the year. And Mike Trout came back for one, maybe 2 games, 3 games, something like that, and he's back on the IL for the rest of the year.
I'd take him to St. Louis.
Trout or Ohtani?
St. Louis or Trout. I like Trout. I get a Trout jersey.
There's already an outfield full problem out there.
Really? We got a guy named Palacios playing right now.
Got a home run the other night.
Great.
Here's what baseball looks like right now in the American League.
Everybody had Baltimore on top.
Oh, yeah. Baltimore. Can Baltimore hold on to win that division?
Absolutely, they can. No doubt in my mind.
Actually, Tampa Bay falling kind of apart, and the New York Yankees, winners of one of their last 10 games. So there you are.
It's a good spot for them.
Yeah, and they're they're in the red now in the run differential. You've got the Twins beginning to build a little bit of lead on the Guardians. You've got the Rangers have come back to earth. The Mariners have caught them.
What a horrible division. The AL Central's just terrible. Year after year.
Oh, wait. Wait till
I know. But that AL Central division is terrible every year.
Texas Rangers have come back to earth. The Astros and Mariners have caught them. Who's going to go to the playoffs? Here's a look at the American League wild card. It looks kind of like 4 teams for 3 spots.
I'd say so.
And that includes Texas if the Astros or Mariners come back to win that division. We got about 30 games to go. So that's still possible. How about the National League? Here's the Braves are just a runaway roller coaster. They're really, really good. The Brewers have popped out 3.5 games on the Cubs and the Reds. And
that division, 3 teams over 500, 6 games over 500. Man, that's the best division in baseball.
Most competitive right there, Buster. I think we saw that this week when the Cardinals played at Pittsburgh. Yeah, a lot of competition going on over there. And then out west, the Dodgers have...
San Francisco's kind of fallen a little bit, ain't they?
Yeah, the Dodgers have thrown the dust off their sleeves and decided they wanted to win the division. Yeah. There's your National League
so we're not
wild card.
We're not out of it yet, then.
No, there are probably 6 teams here with a chance for those 3 spots. I don't think the Padres have much chance.
I hope not.
But you're looking at the Marlins, Diamondbacks, and Giants. If you had to pick 3, who you got going there, Lucas?
I'm a Phillies guy. I think I picked them at the beginning of the year. I say the Phillies, the Giants, and the Reds.
I will say the Diamondbacks come back. I'm going to go with the Cubs and the Phillies. Yeah, Cubs, Phillies, and Diamondbacks if forced to choose. So which is what we do on this show. That's what we're doing. Lucas, thank you so much for coming back up here.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. Hope how many hours of football are you going to watch tomorrow?
Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday?
Saturday.
5. I'll watch 2 games roughly.
I'll probably watch about. I've got to go.
You got to go to Xenia. You're not watching.
I got to go to Xenia. I'll watch some. Folks, have a great weekend. We'll see y'all. Stay in the cool. We'll see you later.